Hello, my name's Jo Everall-Taylor and welcome to Better Body Training, and this is our 4-week posture programme and a challenge for you over the next 4 weeks to help improve your posture. What we're going to be thinking about is the issues that are causing the problems with our posture. It's one of the biggest things that people say to us when they sign up for courses and classes and sessions with us, that they want to improve their posture. What does that really mean? Well, we're thinking about how we end up with this tightness through the front of the chest, the shoulders raised and our head forward position. So everything kind of comes forwards and down. And that means that we get stretched and lengthened through the upper back. The loading of the head can often cause problems through the neckline and the jawline. So we can end up with this tension that might give you migraines, headaches, etc. So we're thinking about, we want to work on opening our chest, because that has a knock-on effect to what's going on to your lower back as well. If we can get this lift, get this strength pulling down through our upper back area, it's going to alter that loading that goes down through the lower back as well. So that can have an impact if you struggle with your lower back as well. So there's lots of knock-on effects that your posture will have. It can have an effect on your pelvic floor function. It can have an effect on how your clothes hang and fit. So we want to look at that. So this program is all about that upper body posture, improving that alignment. 4 weeks to take you through 4 really simple exercises. My challenge to you is that you start to build. We start with week 1, we add week 1 and 2 together, and so on as we progress through. There's a PDF for you to print off so that you can stick it on your fridge, on the wall by your desk at work, wherever it is, and you can tick it off every day to make sure that you're on track, to give you some feedback about how your progress is and make sure you get the results you want. Have fun! So now we're going to take it into a chest stretch. So this whole area around the front of the shoulders, front of the chest can get really tight. So those of you who are on your computers a lot, on your tablets, your phones, who isn't these days, looking after the children, driving a lot, all of those sorts of things, this can get drawn down and in, and that can affect your posture. It can cause that tension that goes up through the side of the neck. So a really simple one to get us started is a door chest stretch. So literally you need a door frame, or you can just do it on the corner of a wall if you've got no obstructions. You're just going to have the arm in a nice bent position so that you've got something to push against, and you're literally going to walk past and feel that stretch and opening. So the door frame will give you something to push against so that you can then start to open and stretch out through the front of the chest. You're going to do it 5 times, walking forwards, then it's stretched for about between a count of 5 and 10, depending how it feels for you, and come back. The things to really take care of are that you don't tense your jaw, so that you don't pull up into the side of the neck and jawline. So try and keep the jaw nice and relaxed and enjoy that stretch. Use your breath, so a lovely inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and we'll start to get some length in these muscle fibres here, release off that tension. Have fun. So, week 2 of our posture challenge. So now we're going to take it through into some work to strengthen through the upper back. So this is an exercise called the dart. So as you see, you'll need a mat or somewhere that you can lie on your front. Now, anytime we're working on our front, you need to have about a halfway abdominal connection. So think about lifting the abdominals up away from the mat, about halfway. You're going to be alive through the feet, so you're going to squeeze through the butt muscles and lengthen into the toes. We're going to use our inhale to move. So we're going to start down here, abdominal connection, lengthening to the toes. Hands are at the side of the body. We take that inhale and we lengthen back and up, and if we can, we start to curl the shoulder blades round and back, and then releasing down. So it's that inhale as we draw through, shoulder blades drawing into the middle of your back, chin you want to keep tucked in towards the chest. Think about the length pulling out of the top of your head. So you're lengthening the body. Now, you might not come up very high, you might come up higher. Everybody's going to be different in this curve of the lower back, and there certainly should be no discomfort in your lower back. You're thinking about using that breath, that lovely inhale to lift up and in. What we're working on is that upper back stability. So we're thinking about these muscles through the upper back drawing down. So we get that strength, pulling back to help with that posture so we can keep that lovely alignment. We're aiming for about 6 to 8 repetitions. You might start off with 4 to 6 and see how you get on and gradually build up as you go along. Have fun. So here we go, week 3 of your posture program. This week we're going to take it through in something called thread the needle. Remember, you should be adding them all together. So far you've had your wall chest stretch, you've had the darts, we've opened, we've strengthened, and now we're going to mobilise some other chains through the back of the body. So taking it into thread the needle, we're going to be in all fours, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. We want some abdominal connection, so lifting up through the belly button area. You're going to take one hand and you're going to reach through the gap between the knee and the other hand, so lengthening and stretching away. We come back to centre, we inhale, we reconnect, so if we can a little bit of pelvic floor connection, abdominals, and then we switch to the other side. And it's just about this lovely reaching through. And what this is doing for us is opening up a connection from one shoulder right the way through to the opposite hip. So it gets this stretch across some of the areas on the back that can give us trouble, can cause disruption and alter our postural alignment. So it's really worth persevering to improve that range of motion and to get that release. It should start to feel nice and fluid and loose as you work through the exercise. Again, aiming for around 6 to 8 repetitions, see how you get on, and obviously only going to the point where it feels comfortable for you. Have fun. Hi, how are we doing? Week 4 of your posture challenge is all about getting the ribs to lift. So far we've stretched off, we've tried to stabilise the shoulder girdle, we've got some mobility through that back area. So now we want to think about lifting out of the rib cage, using our breath to help with that, and stretching and opening the chest. So this is an exercise called semaphore arms. I'd like you to hug your thumbs in with your fingers. We're going to take a breath in and we're going to open up on a diagonal. We're going to come through to centre and we're going to switch to the other side. Now your breath, use your inhale here to really stretch and open the chest. When we're seated at our desks, when we're on our phones and tablets, our breastbone can get really drawn down and in. And that has an effect, it can push down and alter the alignment, so it alters your stomach function, it can alter the capacity of your lungs, it can alter how nerves are interacted with, so that can cause things like nausea. You've got the innervations around this area. So we want to lift and open that up. That's going to make you feel better. So all these different implications that poor posture has, opening up. We're going to loosen off and give some space for the diaphragm to move, so those breath connections. So I want you to keep working on that, about 6 to 8 repetitions. And again, you're adding it into the rest of your program. You're almost there, guys, going through into week 4. So keep it going. You should hopefully be feeling much better around the upper body area. You should be noticing how you can hold yourself differently. So keep using this one and build on that. Let's get there, let's get strong. Have fun. You've done it. weeks, I hope it's made an effect. I hope you can feel the difference on how it feels around your ribs, that we've got that lift there, taking the pressure off of the lungs, taking the pressure off of your stomach. Maybe you felt better around the neck. Maybe you can notice that difference already in the mirror as you stand. At least if you're aware of it, that's half the battle, so you can continue this. The work doesn't stop here, guys. You're going to find the ones that have worked for you over the last 4 weeks. I want you to make those part of your daily routine. So keep working at it. Don't lose those results you've worked so hard to achieve. If you want any extra help and support, we have a whole array of free programs on the website. So you can jump on there, mobility, flexibility, back care, all sorts of programs for you. So you can help yourself to make a difference and improve your health and well-being. Hope to see you soon.